Did it surprise you that Lord Jr. became a preacher?
No, because he was always different. And as we were growing up, there were two things very special that happened that would let me know that God had something for him to do. And one of them was that at one time he was riding a mule, the horse, and the horse ran away, kicked him and all that, and he survived that. And then he was in a train wreck, and there was people that lost their lives in there, but he lived through it and I want to say didn't get hurt. And so then I knew then that God had something special for him to do.
If your father was alive today, what do you think he would say about Lord Walton Jr.?
I think he would be one of the happiest men living, and I think he would just sit and watch him and think about where he came from and how he came and how he ended up being one of God's great men. And he would probably just sit there and smile.
Give me one word that would describe Lord Walton Jr.
Compassionate.
Give me one word that would describe his wife.
Virtuous.
How has their ministry impacted you and your family?
It has somewhat kept us in the line that we were raised up in. We were raised up in a very spiritual home, and he would be one that went out, held on to what God had for him to do, and went out. And so by his work for the Lord, he has raised his family in a way that they too are now carrying on the work of God. Missionaries, preachers, ministers, and we know that the harvest is plentiful and the labors are few. So I pray that he will continue the rest of his life to carry on God's word.
Can you see his work in the lives of your children?
Yes, very much so. As the children are going about singing God's praises, missionaries, ministers for the Lord, and in a special, very special work for the Lord.
Okay. What words of encouragement do you have for Reverend Lord Walton Jr. and First Lady Walton?
I would say to them today, for whatever you do, do not stop. God has ordered us to go out into the hedges and highways and compel men and women to come unto him. So, again, the work is out there, and we need more people to be able to go out into the field, not inside of the church walls, but out in the field where the people are that need to hear God's word, and many of them are not going to come to the church, so we have to take the church to them.
And that's
with
right.
that, I say to you, my brother and my sister, to stay with the Lord. Do as God has brought many blessings into your life, and he will continue to bless you. As he said in his word, he'll open up the windows of heaven and pour you out a blessing that you wouldn't be able to receive. So stay with the Lord.